はい。はい。お願いします。はいよ。はい。ダウン。よし。はい。サイドサイド。Feet to shoulders. Oh, circles one way. Circle the other way. Your arms and back. Hey, front. Hey, sides. Hey, spiral. Oh, oh. Hey, nice lucky. 反対。両方。ベンチ。横。よし。はい。き、こ、き、こ、最後、ラスワン、き、こ、はい。はい、体を、さあ、サイド、ド、よし。 Oh. Down. Hey, Eunice. There goes one way. There goes the other way. Hey, down, up, down, up, up, up. Bring your toes. Down, up, down, up, down. Breathing in, breathing out. Q, ko, san, Q, ko. Hey. So lower your hips. So and hands in front, and you can knees down and knees up, hands down, knees down, and up, hands down, knees down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. So do it to one side. Do it into the other side. One more time, one side. And the other side. So, oh. Hands inside. Hey, hands on your toes. Raising your head. Keeps up. Keeps down. Keeps up. Keeps down. Keeps up. Keeps down. Keeps up. Spine up. And keeps. So, side and the other side. So, hey, and side to side. Hey, a bit lower. Change. Side, toes up. Change. Hands in front. Change. In front. Change. Hey, right side. Open your legs, elbows down. Going forward. So back stretch. Forward again. Back stretch. Forward. Hips up. Down. Hips up. Down. Hips up. Hips down. Back stretch. So, hey, sitting down. Bring one leg to you and rubbing your leg. And rubbing your toes. Circles with your toes. Get away. Toes up, toes down, toes up, toes down, up, down, up, down. Hey, tapping. Tapping, 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 or checking the health of your ankle and your heel. I mean, I have something going on my heel. It's really bothering me. So, go, go. Hey, shaking. And legs up. Hey, your side. Your leg. Hey, your toes. Circles. Good weight. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Ankle and rubbing. Ankle, heel, and rubbing. Good chance to check. What's the last time you checked your heel? Okay, so one of those parts of the body, like everything, one of those parts of the body that we hardly ever pay any attention to until it bothers us. So checking the studs of your heel. So, and rubbing and tapping. Oh, so, and next back. So, hey, legs up, knees down, curving your back, sitting up, breathing in, breathing out. Hey, one more time, and back. Hey, legs up, down, sitting, breathing in, breathing out. Open your legs, turning one side, turn the other side. 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 And now sitting up, crossing one leg over. Okay, crossing leg one leg over, and now stretching on both directions to the back of your body. Towards the back of your body. And towards the front, well, to the other side, depending which side you're seeing, the other side of your body. One more time, one side. And the other side. Change knee, change leg, up, one side, and the other side. One side, and the other side. Hey, lying down, knees up, side to side. So, stretching one leg, bringing the other leg to your chest. So, wait, change. Stretch one leg, the other one to your chest. So change, both knees to your chest. Grabbing your toes, raising your legs. Take deep breaths. So, so open and close your legs. So knees down, and again, knees side to side. So, hey, crossing one knee over, passing your hands through, holding. Down, change to the other side. Cross knee over, hands through, hold. Relax, once again, the other side. Crossing over, hunting hands, hold. Oh, and the other side. Cross, press hands, hold. Now, so, hey, turning around, going over, and hands out, leg up, turning one side. Go up the other side. Down, up, one side. Down, up, the other side. Couple more times. Down, up, one side. Down, up, other side. Go. Back stretch. Hey, Shido Kemi. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up to your knees. 1, 2. Extend forward. 3. Stand forward, pulling with your arms. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Turning around, hands and knees down, and opposite hand, opposite leg, lifting up. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So now same thing. We're going to start with that extend for 5 seconds, and then we're going to tuck under, as in for preparation of simple kemi, for another 5 seconds. Okay. So extending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. If possible on this one, really hover or float a little bit over the floor, so don't automatically collapse in it. So engage your core muscles. Try to keep yourself up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, next one, we're going to do 5 seconds straight, 5 seconds tuck, and on the 6th second, we're going to take Senpo Kemi and repeat on the other side, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roll. The other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, good. And up, please. All right. Funakogi. So left foot in front. Funakogi. So, left foot in front. Fish. Yee, ho, 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 Hey, Furutama. Go. Hey, hey, ni hanmi no kamae. Hey, sa, 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 sa. Mm. Go. Hey, it's time we'll be practicing what we've been doing with Soto Tenkan the last 2 days. Okay, just practicing 2 ways of doing Soto Tenkan. Number one is Mawaru step, which is our full 180-degree turn. Try to complete your turn as much as possible. Okay, sometimes we tend to get a little bit complacent with the turn, not quite fully finishing, regardless of the implications of direction and how close we are with the partner or not. I mean, people could argue different approaches or different perspectives on, is it good to finish the turn, because you're too close to your partner or because of the direction you want to go or whatever. But all of those may be valid. But one thing that is important is if there is none of those constraints, if we're just practicing the movement, it's still a healthy thing to practice a full, complete range of movement. Now, if that full, complete range of movement, for whatever reason, has to be shortened at some point because of instructions on the practice, fine. But the habit cannot be having a shallow movement, okay? The habit should be having a deep, complete movement, and then adjust that complete movement to whatever proportion, you may have. It's like when you go to the supermarket and you have a piece of loaf of bread, you want the whole bread. You just don't want necessarily to sell you the 2 pieces that you were going to eat on that morning. So you want the whole thing. And okay, so for Mawaru, for Soto Mawaru, full turn. Okay, Soto Mawaru, full turn. And now for Yoko Kuriashi, 90-degree turn, facing the same direction of the partner, not facing the partner, facing the same direction of the partner. Lower your hips and keeping this hand in front. Bring hands and elbow together with you while you practice your sideways motion. Again, all of us, our problem is the dragging. So have to continue training ourselves to keep our hand in front of our center at all times. Okay, so from a Waruachi, full 180-degree turn, and Yoko Kuriashi, 90-degree turn, lowering even more of the hip, and then spending, and then shooting to the side. Okay, so 2 different forms of external preparations. Okay, number one, Waruashi, change, Waruashi, change, 90 degrees, lower hips, Yoko Kuriashi. Change, 90 degrees, lower hips, Yoko Kuriashi. Change. Mawawashi. So, Awaru. So, actually, in my instruction, possibly it wouldn't be a good habit to. I mean, it's just that we do have to lower our hips I remember to always have our hips even lower when we do a Yoko Kuriashi. That's why when we enter, for example, in Ichiura, we lower our hips first and then we do our motion as opposed to entering and then trying to do the motion. Lower the person, lower the hips, and do the motion. Having said that, though, the first gesture of Moreno Shihan when doing Soto Tenkan, for example, in the form of Mawaru, is to enter and lower his hips. So he enters, lowers his hips, and then produces the movement. He enters, lowers his hips, and produces the movement. Okay, so that's possibly a much healthier habit to develop. Because otherwise, if we think about lowering our hips later, we may say, oh, well, Soto Tenkan is fine at this level, and it's not fine at that level. So it's important to enter, lower hips, and turn. So when you do the Mawaru, the Okuria, the Yoko Okuria form, boom, boom, and boom. So your hips must already be low. I wasn't too. So just try to keep your hips down almost as early as possible, as opposed to later in the game, okay? So Mawaru Ashi, keep down. Mawaru Ashi, keep down. Yoko Furiachi. Hopefully the hips were already down. Yoko Furiachi. Hips down. Mawaru Ashi. Mawaru. Yoko. Yoko. Mawaru. Mawaru. Yoko. Okay, so we have continued training with the week. We just did basic Aikan Minokamais or Ikkyo, Iriminage, Shihonage. Remember, this month we're focusing on the big five, Soto Tenkan, Ikkyo, Iriminage, Shihonage, and Kokyuho. Okay, so we're paying a lot of attention to those five different variations and things. But this week we started with basic, okay, Ikkyo form, okay, from Aihami no Kamae exercises. So just enter, try to manage Aihami no Kamae. Attention was to enter deep for the Ikkyo on parallel to your partner, and then from that parallel exercise. And one thing that it is difficult for all of us is, and this is related, Susan, to the idea of absorbing, is that when we enter and we harmonize even a tiny little bit with the direction of a movement, because we know that it's not necessarily bouldering or pushing forward. We know that we have to harmonize a little bit with the direction of a movement. Sometimes we cannot recover from the harmony. We start harmonizing a little bit, and then everything kind of collapses on us. So that's a difficult thing to balance. The idea that we enter, harmonize with the movement a little bit, but our body continues forward, harmonizing and entering. Okay, so pay attention to that little moment of harmony. Now, to be honest, it is in that little moment of harmony where Kaeshi Wasas also exists, so because someone is going to identify that moment. And if it's Nage, then Nage Wasa will exist. If Uke identifies that moment of harmony and Uke is more aware and more experienced and exploits that moment of harmony, we call that Kaeshi Wasa. Okay, because the Uke is returning the energy, to the Nage, or continuing that harmonious energy. So entering in, pay attention to your moment of harmony, especially with the upper arms when we are doing Ikkyo. Up, body enters, and dies away. Okay, for Omote. Okay, enter, harmony, body goes forward, dies away. Okay, enter, harmony, body goes forward, dies away. Enter, forward, dies. Remember, it shouldn't surprise us a lot that a lot of the motions that the harmony exists when our body intentionally in a connected manner, moves in two different directions, right? Remember, when our hands go up, our hip goes down. Okay. The problem with most of us is that when our hands go up, our hip goes up, and when the hand goes up and the hip goes up, everything goes out of balance. Same thing in this EQ. When we enter, we move the arm a little bit in that direction to harmonize with my partner. My body moves forward. Okay, and then enter into that position. So it should be no surprise that in the moment of, when two things are going in two different directions, the more harmony occurs. But we need to be aware of consciously make those two directions and still maintain them somehow connected. Okay, so EQ, entering and tapping. EQ, enter and use your lower body to move forward. Enter, tapping down. Enter, enter, down. Enter. Hey, that's the basic entrance of EQ. Parallel to your partner. Well, that's the entrance of everything, really. Parallel to your partner, harmonizing from one direction with the arms while moving the body intentionally forward. And just being aware that sometimes if we're not careful, this harmony is going to kind of overcome. So the uke is going to be too heavy or something, and then we're going to end up on the wrong direction. So next one, okay, is iriminage, which will be done with a yumiashi going forward or with a ushiro yumiashi. I think we were doing on both cases. The only thing is that the ushiro yumiashi has a bit more of an absorbing feeling. So let's practice. Let's practice that. I hand me, stepping back, ushiro yumiashi. Vertical arm, completely vertical, elbow down on your partner's spine. Hand up and enter. Okay. And out, step back, lower hips, arm completely vertical, elbow attached to your partner's spine. Careful, because what I'm saying that is because if you're not careful, you are grabbing the neck, but the elbow is not connected to your partner. So elbow attached to your partner, up and ish, back, elbow attached to your partner, and ish, elbow touch, and ish, elbow touch, and drop. Elbow touch, and up, and go, up, go. Right? So now remember, there's a little bit of a phrase in there with words that links these three exercises, EQ, Iriminage, and Shikonage. So Irimi powers EQ, right? So the capacity to enter, that position and apply it. EQ, which is the immediate finishing in one spot, is the natural consequence of Iriminage. Up and EQ inside one motion, one spot. Okay, so Irimi powers EQ. EQ is the natural consequence of Iriminage, and Shikonage grounds both. Okay, so you have your Shikonage here, turn, pivot, hip down. Shikonage up, turn, pivot, step, hips down. We're not doing the cut. We're just doing the turn, the pivot, and the step, not the cut at the end for the moment. Okay. Turn, pivot, step. Stay very down, very grounded. Okay. Ground, ground, ground. Hip. Down, turn, round. And yourselves. Roll. Round it. Okay? So round those movements. Down. Winter, turn, pivot, and slide, turn, pivot, slide, turn, pivot, and slide, turn, pivot, slide, turn, pivot, and slide, turn, pivot. So Shikohnage must really reflect that element of being grounded, obviously through movement, but really, I mean, all of them have this element of having your hips very square and down to the ground, but Shikohnage takes that element to a very important level. Okay, so finally, Kokyuho. So we're doing a lot of Suwariwaza Kokyuho. Let's just practice Tachiwaza Kokyuho today. Also, Susan, good for absorbing. Stepping back, absorb, and forward. Stepping back, absorb, forward. Okay, when I say absorb, is this almost suppressing tension feeling. Step back towards you, hips up, spine. Okay, so stepping back, absorb, forward. Stepping back, absorb, forward. Stepping back, absorb, forward. Step back. Very important to kind of have similar elements as from Suwariwaza Kokyuho. In the moment that you absorb and you enter, in this moment you will be carrying potentially all that energy that you invited to come in. And you will feel the need to push and the need to tighten something, core muscles. In the moment that you feel the need to tighten something, the problem is that we feel, oh, I should tighten something. Our body says, tighten something because there is a lot of energy coming in and you have to take it out, which is a good request from the body. But then we go, sure, let's tighten the shoulders, okay, or let's tighten the arm, okay. No, up, tighten core muscles and release. Up, tighten core muscles, release. Up, core muscles, release. Up, core muscles, release. Three more. One, two, three. Hey. Sorry, madre. We're going to continue working on the big five for the rest of the month and try to see, hopefully, embody some of their lessons a little bit more. Hey, let's finish it. Hey, right. Hey, arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much.